I think this is good for this replay.
Yep.
We've kind of covered a lot.
And this is the end of replay review, right?
We have, let's see.
Are there any left?
Hawkillianer submitted another one, so.
Okay, we'll do that, and then I gotta go.
Okay. So we'll have to do Arctic Wolves next time. Shadow Shaman.
Oh shit, we have 2 more. Okay, well,
2 more.
We'll do 2, but that'll be it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, what? Fuck. Whoops, that's not the right. I copy and pasted like half of the number. That's not going to work. Okay, so can you do this one instead? It's still a Disruptor replay, and it's a losing replay, which is great. I appreciate what you're saying, Donnie, and I would appreciate tips on things I can do better in the mid-game and late game, but if you could quickly please look at the laning as well, too, even if it's quick, because it is my focus at the moment. I'm trying to squeeze any benefits and tips you guys can give here. I love that you're insistent on learning the things that you want. Like, you're really taking the reins on the learning process, and that's what Turtle did too. So that's good shit, because that is what will lead to you actually ranking up. There's a lot of people that are defensive when it comes to replay reviews, and even like playing with players on competitive, going over their replays, people are defensive, and it always it's like the polar opposite of what you're doing. It's like never leads to like actual learning. Actual learning has to be like mindlessly, boringly hammering in certain subjects until you fucking get it. You know what I mean? Week by week, every single week. That's how it works. Okay, so running top, your aggro tri-laning looks like the Necrophos.
Bully them off the bounties, which is perfect.
Yep. You have Terrorblade versus. Okay. Oh, so you fought the top rune. God, Hawkillianer does good shit.
Yeah, and then he hides in TPs so they don't know that he's down here. So yeah, that was really good.
Inspired by Replay Review, became a Patreon. Thank you so much. Fucking appreciate that. I'm so serious when I say that. I know people, YouTubers, are like, oh, thanks guys, I appreciate it. But it's like, fuck man, you're paying my rent. I really do appreciate that. Holy shit. Oh man, give me all your replays. All right, so chilling on the side. Terrorblade gets harassed a little bit.
Probably pull.
So you have a pull to work with now. Yeah, so you pull it. Take the hit from it so it pulls.
Yep.
I would look to probably pull through now. I'd be a little bit worried not moving my camera over here, but your timing is good. You see the timing.
Yeah, I'm also a little bit worried at the fact that you haven't checked the items of either of these heroes.
Actually, this is fine. This is fine. You feel like you're going to be pressured in this lane, so you just pull a single pull. This is fine.
I'd like to see you checking the items of the heroes. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you did early on. I'm not sure, because you are targeting the Mirana, who has no regen, which is atrocious.
Oh, yeah, that's
but that's definitely the right play for you.
Yep. So camp spawns again, and you're just kind of pulling because TB Disruptor, without a couple levels, you're pretty weak, which is definitely the correct play.
Yep.
It's a solid play.
I'd also pull like 1 second or 2 seconds earlier, because you're almost missing this pull every time.
It's a little risky, but
you're almost missing the pull every time. So
I think it's definitely getting to the point where you could probably pull through. At the very least, you can tango a tree up here, and you can pull the hard camp. So I would probably pull this one through, because you guys are doing decently here. You could contest them. If they come and try to fight this, you can actually contest them now.
Yeah.
Because your pulling has been good. And you pull through it. For fuck's sakes! Ah, you missed it! You missed it!
Yeah.
All right.
Just in general, the timing's been wrong, but the intention is good, and that's important.
I usually go when there's like one creep that's full HP left. That's when I go. Yep. Or if there's 2 creeps that are both like half HP.
Yep.
That's the timing that I go for. You could pull that, by the way, right there. Okay, you're gonna do it. Oh, so you screwed up the tree a little bit, and you only get the range creep. Okay, so I can show you. So can you show the trees where you can pull down?
Yeah.
There's 2 trees that you can tango, or just 1 tree and you can pull to the side.
Yeah, you can tango this
down
guy.
There. Yeah. Yep. And then you can pull to the side, or you can pull down and then tango 1 tree down here, that tree, and then pull into your tower.
Yep.
And if you pull into your tower, it's very hard for them to contest you, because the creeps are out of vision because there's those trees blocking. So even if they walk over, they have to go around the corner to contest you, and that's just the advantage of vision being a thing in Dota is that like you're doing the exact same thing, it's just out of vision. Yep. So that's why Radiant safe lane is so difficult to deal with. Is that hard camp pull is devastating.
This rotation.
Very hard to.
Sorry,
this is a good rotation.
This rotation is actually making me very proud because you get the stack, you pick up the bounty runes, you got 3 wards in your inventory and a smoke. You're gonna go place wards on their shrine. You're gonna go place ward mid. This is actually an AOE level rotation. This is literally what he does every single fucking game. Every single game. I watched like 30 AOE replays when I was making a support video, and he does this every single game at 5 minutes. Not one game did he not do this. He's safe lane supports. He stacks his camp. He picks up the bounty runes. He goes and wards here, and he goes and wards mid, and he looks to kill mid with nighttime. So this is, I mean, my hat is.
So you're saying he should definitely have warded the shrine there, probably then.
Yes, you need to leave 1 ward for your safe lane.
For your safe laner,
because they need to know what's going on. Otherwise, it's extremely scary for them to even farm. And even if the lane's under tower, they could still get arrowed from the trees. So you need to put a ward. I would say potentially against a Mirana, maybe like right here, even just because.
I mean, I would just say in the lane, but since you were getting the bounties, you can place a ward like on the shrine or to the right there, like by the tower. Like you can walk and up like by the enemy tower.
Yeah, up here.
But yeah, right there, exactly. You can place a ward there, or you can place a ward on the cliff by the shrine.
Yeah, basically what I would have done if I had your 3 wards is I probably would have put 1 ward in lane for my guy here, and then I would have put 1 ward right here on the shrine, so you can see somebody from top or mid rotating through, and then you go and ward mid as well to look for a kill on the drow. Like you have 3 wards in your inventory, you might as well protect your safe lane, protect from rotations, and then go kill this guy with those 3 wards.
Yep. But the rotation was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think placing the second ward would be legit, just because you had 3 and it's nighttime, so the vision right now is like super effective. Coming back here is definitely a fine rotation because they're still pressuring your TB, and TB is such a good carry to just secure farm for.
Yeah.
However, I definitely think that like at a certain point, I know this is on the TB as well, but you can just take this lane and have TB go jungle because he farms jungle just as fast as he farms the lane. In fact, it's safer for him.
Yeah.
And then you just ward up the lane for yourself and essentially become somewhat of a core. This is a very typical thing for safe lane duos to do, especially if you have a hero that farms super quickly like a TB. And at this point, I would look to pull through as well because you guys have levels, so if they can test you, you'll fucking obliterate them.
Yeah.
You stack. Dude, Hockey Laner is legit.
He's going to be very high MMR very soon.
You're messing up the stack timings a little bit, but yeah, I'm pretty... I mean, this is more than supports Divine do.
Yeah,
for the most part.
No, this is legitimately like stuff that... I mean, this is the stuff that we teach. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you should be doing because it's actually good to do in Dota.
Yeah, this is good stuff. I have noticed that you're messing up some of the timings though. Like,
yeah, definitely a lot of like misstack timings and pulls.
Like, you're like, yeah, it's like 5 times so far. So what I would recommend in terms of that is because like Donnie and I are both agreeing, you are destroying in terms of like your ideas and. So I would literally just go into a practice lobby just for an hour, just do it.
Yep.
Like just sit there, grind it out, and you'll never screw it up again. Yep. That's all you have to do because like your ideas are good. You have good ideas. It's just some of them are like misexecuted. You can put the safe lane ward that we recommended just a little bit later.
Yep.
Like and then you're walking to the shrine.
Not a huge
place a ward up there.
It's okay. I think it's better.
It's an okay ward. I mean, yeah, it's probably better to get it there because it gives more vision to the mid lane. Like, if you have the ward right there and then the ward on the cliff, it's a little bit redundant.
Exactly. That's the main thing, is that these 2 wards cover...
But it's still better to have this than nothing. It's better to have this than nothing. It secures the tower. Yep. Like, this is still good. Like, there's a lot of things that happen that are bad. This is just good. It's just not optimal. That's all.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, the biggest thing for me in this game is just that mechanically you're messing up the timings. If you had got all these timings off, like, this is some 5K supporting at least.
Yeah.
Like, you would have, like, multiple stacks. You'd have, like, pull-throughs. You would have wards down. You would have, like, I think 3 stacks or something like that. Like, there's just slight mechanical issues.
Yep.
This rotation is good too. To the top lane, pick up the bounties.
Yeah. I think it's incredibly. I think you should have stayed in the mid lane there. I think it's really vital that you get your level 6.
This is the same thing that we talked about before. It hits a point where you have contributed immensely, but you are no longer going to contribute without your ultimate. And then also you need kinetic field if you're getting your ultimate.
Yeah.
BH is level 6. He wants to go track people, so he's going to go away and do some other stuff.
Yeah, you've essentially set your team up to win the game single-handedly as a support based on your supporting so far of the Terrorblade and the rotations that you've made. So your job for the early game is over, and it's now your job to get the abilities that will allow you to contribute in the mid and late game in team fights, because that becomes your job. Your job is no longer to secure Terrorblade's farm. If Terrorblade's dying in this lane at 11 minutes,
it's his fault now.
He shouldn't be here anymore. He should be maybe in the top lane taking this tower, or simply jungling like Jenkins said.
It should be, honestly, TV should be jungling top and pushing that out, and Necro should be bot. That's like the ideal situation. You can't control them though. If they want to make mistakes, let them do it. You should be mid getting 6. Yeah, in fact, you need level 7. Yeah, actually,
you desperately need to get levels right now on this hero, and so this rotation is actually a pretty big mistake.
If it's just one of those situations again where if they're going to get a kill, if your team is going to get a kill, they're going to do it with or without you.
Yeah.
Just given the skills that you have right now, it's just hit that point in the game where almost everybody is going to have their level 6 except for you.
Yeah.
So you showing up to this is not going to look at this like.
Yep. That's. I mean, that's textbook. Like.
They could both die there without you being there, and you could be getting level 6, and it would actually be worth it. It'd be space created.
Yep. You could even be pressuring this tower potentially by pushing this creep wave out and last hitting these and stuff like
Drow's not going to kill you, man. There's no way Drow kills you.
Yeah.
You just free farm that lane.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say like 8 to 12, 13 minutes, maybe even a bit sooner is like when you hit that point where you're no longer strong and you've already done your job, and your job is now to farm.
Yep.
And this happens in almost every game as a 5 roll, unless you're obliterating so hard that you get to your level 6 by just killing people. But in games like that, it's just not even Dota. The game just devolves.
Yeah, the game's already over, basically. Yeah, you just stomp everybody.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's do that last replay by Arctic Wolf.
All right, let's give her a gander.